Welcome everybody to the Osseo Maple Grove High School swim meet. We are streaming from Osseo Middle School today, where the Crimson are visiting Osseo. Right now we're having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard, so we're not going to be able to. Scoreboard's not working tonight, so we're not going to be able to show you that. And as of right now, we're working on having Lori Fisher join me, but only one of our headsets is working. So tonight we're going to start with the 200-yard medley relay JV. This is going to be in lane 1 for Maple Grove. Evan Olson, Rowan Layton, Grady Clark, Jeremy Kelly, Nick Bauer, Dean Yoshi, David Fuchs, and Benjamin West in lane 2 for Maple Grove. All lanes for this will be Maple Grove. Lane 4, Mateo Vidaya, Zach Ruhr, Advit Deepak, Logan Tabor. And then in lane 6, Landon Locker, Adam Municky, Lucas Rasky, and Jonathan Gliniani. Again, this is the 200-yard medley relay for JV.
Event 1, boys, 200-yard medley relay junior varsity.
We're sitting very close to the scorers table, so we're going to have you're going to hear a lot of crowd and background noise here. And they're off starting. Lane 1 is the farthest lane from the camera. Lane 6 is the closest. From right here, it looks like in lane 4, that Mateo's out to a lead with Nick Bauer in lane 2 right behind him. Mateo's building a steady lead here. Third place over in lane 1 is Evan Olson. Mateo's going to touch. Zach Ruhr is going to hit the water. There he goes. Followed next by Dean. And then in lane 1, Rowan Layton hits the water. Adam Municky is in lane 6 for Maple Grove. Zach Ruhr makes the turn in lane 4. Building a strong lead. Again, this is the medley, so they start with backstroke. They go to breaststroke. Then it will be fly and freestyle. Zach touches, and Advit Deepak is in the water. And this is the fly. Over in lane 2, Dean Yoshi's going to just edge out Rowan Layton. So that means David Fuchs is in the water in lane 2. And he's going to be chased by Grady Clark. Looks like Grady's pulling out ahead. Anchor leg in lane 4, Logan Tabor. He's going to start the freestyle here, and he's off. Grady Clark has taken the lead in lane 1 over David Fuchs. So it's going to be up to Jeremy Kelly to keep the lead and Benjamin West to take it from him. Jeremy's in the water. And Ben West is right behind him. Ben starts off right away, taking second place there. Fourth place in lane 6, Jonathan Gliniani is going to try and make up some ground or water and sneak ahead of Jeremy to take third. It's going to be close. So Ben West taps in lane 2, take the lead. Jonathan Gliniani does take third in lane 6. Jeremy Kelly finishes out. And that is our boys 200 medley JV. So now we're on to the varsity. In lanes 2, 4, and 6, it's Maple Grove. And 3 and 5 are Osseo. Lane 2, Gabe Jimenez, Connor Elfstrand, Alex Pickens, Jacob Engler. In lane 4, Logan Sear, Garrett DeLoze, Hayden Fries, Jeffrey Nordvold. And in lane 6, Mark Altman, Eris Liu, Andrew Solberg, and George Fisher. Lanes 3 and 5 for Osseo are Alex Kozel, Mason Krings, Brendan Collins, and Brady Landstedt. And then Alex Creek, Brock Wame, sorry if I'm getting that right or wrong, Jonathan Samaro, and Brennan Horball. So we're just waiting for the clock to get set here, and then they'll be off.
Results for boys 200-yard medley relay junior varsity. First place, lane 4. Second place, lane 2. Third place, lane 6. Fourth place, lane 1. Next event. Event 2, boys 200-yard medley relay varsity.
So here we go with the 200-yard varsity medley relay. Again, they'll start with backstroke, go to breaststroke, then fly, then freestyle.
In lane 1 for Maple Grove, Gabriel, Connor, Alex, and Jacob. In lane 2 for Osseo.
Looks like Alex Kozel, Gabe Jimenez in lane 2 gets off to a strong start, but he's caught quickly by Alex Kozel in lane 3. In lane 4, though, Logan Sear has taken the lead from Maple Grove. Garrett DeLoza is in the water right after him. Lanes 2 and 3, Connor Elfstrand and Mason Krings for Maple Grove and Osseo start even. Krings looks like he's pulling out to a lead, though. This is the second leg, the breaststroke. Osseo's second swimmer in lane 5 is in. That's Brock Wham. So Garrett touches in, Aiden Fries is off. Then followed by Brendan Collins in lane 3 for Osseo. Alex Pickens in lane 2 for Maple Grove. Aiden taking a strong lead here in lane 4. He's going to touch in, and Jeffrey Nordvold is in.
Let's go, George! Kick, buddy, kick! Let's go!
Last swimmer in the water in lane 2 for Maple Grove is Jacob Engler. He's going to have a hard time catching Brady Landstedt in lane 3. Maple Grove's going to come in first in lane 4. It's like Osseo's going to come in right behind him in lane 3. And then in lane 6, George Fisher comes in from Maple Grove in lane 6 for third place. Fourth place goes to Maple Grove in lane 2. And then we'll wait for Osseo to finish with Brennan Horball in lane 5. Sorry again that we don't have times for everyone. Scoreboard for Osseo is not working at the moment. It's just those two.
Results for boys 200-yard medley relay varsity. First place, lane 4. Second place, lane 3. Third place, lane 6. Fourth place, lane 2. Fifth place, lane 5. Event 3, boys 200-yard freestyle junior varsity.
So here we go with the 200-yard freestyle junior varsity. This is all Maple Grove and all 6 lanes. Mateo Vediaya, Daniel Shear, David Fuchs, Luke Martin, Oliver Timothy, and Brady Kukloke. Again, lane 1 is the farthest from your camera. Lane 6 is the closest. our third race here. Again, boys 200-yard freestyle junior varsity. And they are off. Looks like a quick lead in lane 6 for Brady Kuklok. But Luke Martin in lane 4 is out ahead of him. He touches in first in lane 4. Brady's still in second place. Looks like a fight for third between lanes 3 and 5. Got lanes 1, 2, and 5 touching in almost simultaneously in third place. Luke Martin in lane 4 is in the lead. He's followed pretty closely by Brady Kuklok in lane 6. But now in lane 2, Daniel Shear is challenging for second place. Right now in third place, looks like, or fourth place would be lane 1 with Mateo. Brady touches in just ahead of Daniel in lane 6. Daniel's in lane 2. Again, strong lead for Luke Martin in 4. Again, this is the boys' 200-yard freestyle. Each length of the pool is 25, so Luke Martin still in the lead, building on it. Looks like David in lane 3 had an issue, had to stop there for a second. So Luke will take first in lane 4. Lane 2, second place is going to go to Daniel Shear. Lane 6, Brady Kuklok. Fourth place will go to Mateo in lane 1. Oliver Timothy in lane 5 is going to tap in 5th. And here comes David Fuchs in lane 3. He will touch in for 6th place. Again, we don't have times for anyone as our scoreboard's not working right now. So now we're going to be on to the 200-yard freestyle varsity. This will be in lane 1 and 2 for Maple Grove are Paul Wild, PJ Wild, Jacob Engler. Lane 3 for Osseo, Brady Landstad. Lane 4 and 6 for Maple Grove are Rodrigo Rodriguez and Lucas Baker. And then Alex Creek for Osseo is in lane 5. In the water. Great start for Lucas Baker in lane 6. He takes a quick lead. And Rodrigo's going to be chasing him in lane 4 here. And Brady Landstad in lane 3 for Osseo is right there too. Rodrigo has pulled ahead out into the lead. And it looks like Lucas Baker is just ahead in second place of Brady Landstad in lane 3 of Osseo for third place. Rodriguez and Baker in 4 and 6. Slugging this one out. Brady Landstad from Osseo in lane 3 is trying to hang in there with them. And as we come to the next turn, it is Rodriguez first place in lane 4. Lucas Baker second place in lane 6. And Brady Landstad still in third in lane 3, but falling back a little bit. Rodrigo's trying to build on that lead, but it looks like Lucas Baker is slowly creeping up on him. Brady Landstad still in third, has fallen back. So it looks like right now the race is going to be between Rodriguez and Baker. Rodrigo's built that lead up a little bit again. He's ahead by about a body length, and he's going to touch in first in lane 4. Right behind him, though, Lucas Baker in lane 6. So Maple Grove takes first and second. Brady Landstad takes third for Osseo in lane 3. Lane 2 for Maple Grove goes to Jacob Engler. And it looks like PJ Wild will finish up 5th in lane 5 for Maple Grove while we wait for Alex Creek of Osseo to finish up. Our next race is going to be the 200-yard junior IM, junior varsity that is. So here comes Alex Creek to finish up this race. Let's go on to the JV 200-yard IM.
First place, lane 6. Second place, lane 4. Third place, lane 3. Fourth place, lane 2. Fifth place, lane 1. Sixth place, lane 5.
So here we go. For Maple Grove, for the Junior Varsity 200 IM, it will be Logan Tabor in lane 1, Zachary Ruhr in lane 4. Sorry, Logan's in lane 2. Zach's in lane 4. Bentley Craig is in lane 6.
Event 5, boys 200-yard IM, junior varsity.
And they are off. So the IM is each swimmer has to swim all 4 strokes.
Lane 6 for Maple Grove, Bentley.
They do 50 yards of each. So they start off with the fly here. Pretty even. Looks like Bentley Craig has a slight lead in lane 6. With Zach Ruhr and Logan Tabor about even. Zach touches just a little ahead of him. Now they're into the backstroke. Bentley Craig maintains his lead. So Bentley Craig keeps his lead first in lane 6. And again, Zach Ruhr and Logan Tabor about even, with Logan having a slight lead. Looks like Logan might be, no, Still Bentley Craig in first in lane 6. And here we go into the breaststroke. Zach's a strong breaststroker. He's making up some ground there. Looks like he might have actually pulled into first place. Yep, Zach is definitely in first place in lane 4. Logan Tabor looks to have pulled into second. In lane 2, Bentley Craig has fallen back a little. So here we go with the freestyle. Zach has widened his lead. He will definitely be taking first place here. Then lane 2, Logan Tabor. He's got a strong lead in second place over Bentley Craig in third. Zach Rohr is going to touch in at 243.98. Second place is going to go to Logan in lane 2, and then Bentley comes in right behind him for third place in lane 6. Current score right now is Maple Grove 22, Osseo 8.
Results for event 5, boys 200-yard, IM Junior Varsity. First place lane 4, second place lane 2, third place lane 6. Event 6, boys 200-yard, IM Varsity.
So here we go. It's the IM, but this time it's Varsity. So lanes 2, 4, and 6 are Maple Grove. Thomas Botkin, Aiden Fries, and Gabe Jimenez. And then lanes 3 and 5 are in Osseo with Brendan Collins and Brock William. William in lane 3 actually looks like he's ahead for the moment. Followed closely by Bakken in 2 and Aiden Fries in lane 4. Other end of the backstroke. Fourth place right now is Brock William, but he looks like he's just been passed by Gabe Jimenez in lane 6. So Collins touches in, still in first, but Bakken and Fries are right there with him. Bakken, Fries looks like he's got a slight lead for second place. Williams hanging on to that lead. Sorry, Brennan Collins. I had that screwed up. Collins is in lane 3. He's in first at the turn on the breaststroke, followed quickly by Aiden. Thomas Bakken is in third, but he's fallen back a little bit. Oops. So here we are into the final 50 with the freestyle. Collins for Osseo looks like he's going to hang on to that lead at the turn. He's in his last 25. He should take first place for Osseo here. Aiden Free is about 4 lengths behind him. He'll touch in for second here. Collins does indeed take first. Freeze takes second. And then Thomas Bodkin's going to come in lane 2 in third place. But Brock William will touch just ahead in lane 5 for fourth. Space right there. right, so that was the boys 200-yard IM. Now we're going to get to the 50-yard freestyle JV. There's going to be two heats here. The first heat, all Maple Grove in the first 6 lanes. It'll be Jeremy Kelly, Rowan Layton, Blake Wandersea, Evan Olson, Caden Witter, and Landon Locker. This will be the first of 2 heats in JV for the 50.
Results for boys 200-yard IM varsity. First place lane 3, second place lane 4, third place lane 2, fourth place lane 5, fifth place lane 6. Next event, event 7, boys 50-yard freestyle junior varsity. There will be 2 heats of this event. Heat 1.
So here we go with the first heat. Looks like lane 2, Rowan Layton's out to a lead here. He's going to be followed in lane 5 by Caden Whitwer, sorry. Third place right now would be Jeremy Kelly in lane 1. Lane 2, sorry. Nope, sorry, lane 1. So, yes, it's Rowan in 2, Caden in 5, and Jeremy in 1. Updated score right now is Maple Grove 30, Osseo 16. Again, the JV races aren't scored. It's the varsity ones that are. So after these heats, we should see the second heat of JV, and then we'll be on to the 1 heat of varsity. So for heat number 2, Osseo is in lanes 1, 3, and 5 with Everett Ryan, Marshall Clegg, and Mason Johnson. And then lanes 2, 4, and 6 for Maple Grove are Brady Kuklak, Logan Tabor, and Dean Yoshi.
First place lane 5, second place lane 2, third place lane 1, fourth place lane 6, fifth place lane 3. Event 7, boys 50-yard freestyle junior varsity heat 2.
And they are off. Dean Yoshi in lane 6 appears to be out to the lead. With second place right now, looks like it's Brady Kluklak in lane 2. Third place would be lane 3, Marshall Clegg of Osseo. But he is just fallen behind Logan Tabor in lane 4. So there we go. It's going to be Brady Kuklak in lane 2 for first place, Logan Tabor in Dean Yoshi in lane 6 for second place, and Logan Tabor in lane 4 for third. And now we'll be on to the varsity 1 heat, 50-yard freestyle.
Results for heat 2. First place lane 2, second place lane 6, third place lane 4, fourth place lane 3, fifth place lane 5, sixth place lane 1. Event 8, boys 50-yard freestyle varsity 1 heat.
So this will be in lane 1 for 1, 3, and 5 for Osseo. Brennan Horball, Mason Krings, Peyton Fahrenbrook, Connor Elfstrand, Garrett DeLoza, and Alex Pickens in 2, 4, and 6 for Maple Grove. Krings looks like he has first at the touch, coming out of the turn in lane 3 for Osseo. He's followed closely by Connor Elfstrand and Garrett DeLoza. Looks like it's going to be very close for second and third for us, for Maple Grove, but first place does go to Mason Krings in lane 3. Again, that was the boys' 50-yard freestyle varsity.
Results for event 8, boys 50-yard freestyle varsity. First place, lane 3. Second place, lane 4. Third place, lane 2. Fourth place, lane 6. Fifth place, lane 5. Sixth place, lane 1. Next event will be boys 1-meter diving varsity. Quick plug, we have our split and hot raffle. Check it out through the hallway as well as what's.
So we're going to go on to our diving. We do not have diving cards for this, so we're going to keep the video up, but we're going to cut the audio.
Next event is event 11, boys 100-yard butterfly junior varsity. In lane 2 for Maple Grove, leader Matthew. In lane 4 for Maple Grove, we have Paul. In lane 6 for Maple Grove, we have Bentley. First place lane 4, second place lane 6, third place lane 2. Event 12, boys 100-yard butterfly varsity. In lane 2, Chesapeake Rockville. In lane 3, Osseo Mason. In lane 4 for Kingdom Grace. In lane 5, Osseo Chaz. In lane 6 for Maple Grove, Justin.
My mom's not sure she hears the mic, but it's on. I don't think this mic's on, right? Yeah. My mom I don't know. My mom said she doesn't know if the mic was working, but it's on. Okay. I'll ask her if it's on. Only background noise.
First place lane 3, second place lane 4, third place lane 2, fourth place lane 6, fifth place lane 5. Event 13, boys 100-yard freestyle junior varsity, 2 heats. Heat 1.
Oh, you have the wrong one on. That's why. Hello.
Sorry about that. I was wearing the wrong headset. So this is the 100-yard freestyle JV. Nick Bauer in lane 1 for Maple Grove. This is all Maple Grove, by the way. Blake Wandersee in lane 2, Evan Olson in lane 3, Jeremy Kelly in lane 4, Grady Clark in lane 5, Caden Whitwer in lane 6. Grady Clark in lane 5 is out to a good, strong lead here. Looks like second place right now is going to be Nick Bauer in lane 1. followed by Caden Whitwer in lane 6. Here comes Grady in lane 5. He looks like he's going to come in first place here. Again, this is the 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. Grady does indeed take first place. Second place, it's going to go to Nick Bauer in lane 1. Third looks like it will be Caden Whitwer in lane 6. Fourth place for Jeremy Kelly in lane 4. Fifth for Evan Olson in lane 3. And Blake Wandersea is finishing up in lane 2.
Results for D1. First place, lane 5. Second place, lane 1. Third place, lane 6. Fourth place, lane 4. Fifth place, lane 8.
Okay, so now we're going to go to heat number 2 of the 100-yard junior varsity freestyle.
Varsity Heat 2.
This will be Nathan Dobko of Osseo in lane 1. Oliver Timothy from Maple Grove in lane 2. Marshall Clegg in lane 3 for Osseo. Benjamin Weston from Maple Grove in 4. Everett Ryan, Osseo 5. And Daniel Shear of Maple Grove in lane 6.
Lane 3 for Maple Osseo, Marshall. And lane 4 for Maple Grove, Benjamin.
Good start for Ben West in lane 4. He looks to be out to a lead with Oliver Timothy following behind him in lane 2. Daniel Shear in lane 6. Looks like he's pulled out ahead in second place and is challenging for first here. Nice turn for him. He is right behind Ben West. Looks like he might beat him out at the wall here. No, Ben makes the turn first. So Ben maintains first place at the turn. Daniel Shear right behind him. Third place, back about 6-7 lengths, is Gabe Jimenez in lane 2. So that will be Ben West taking it in lane 4 with Daniel Shear right behind him. Lane 2 is going to be Oliver Timothy in third place. Fourth place is going to go to lane 3, Marshall Clegg of Osseo. And it's between Nathan Dobko and Ryan Everett in lanes 1 and 5 to finish up the race here. They will tap almost simultaneously. Right, so we're on to the 100-yard freestyle varsity.
Results. First place, lane 4. Second place, lane 6. Third place, lane 2. Fourth place, lane 3. Fifth place, lane 1. Sixth place, lane 5.
So this will be Brady Landstad
14,
of Osseo in lane 1. Lane 3 for Osseo, Brendan Collins. Lane 5, Alex Kosel. Maple Grove in 2, 4, and 6 with Gabe Jimenez, Aiden Fries, and Eris Liu. Again, boys 100-yard freestyle varsity.
Lane 1 for Osseo, we have Brady. In lane 2 for Maple Grove, Gabriel. In lane 3 for Osseo.
Strong starts in lanes 3 and 5 for the Osseo swimmers, Brendan Collins and Alex Kosel. They appear to be out to the lead at this point. And Osseo is going to make a clean sweep. Sorry, that was at the 50 mark. Osseo is still holding first and second, although it looks like Aiden Fries has moved up into third place in lane 4. So Brendan Collins is going to take first place in this in lane 3. He's going to be followed closely by Alex Kozel in lane 5. And Osseo does take all 3 positions with Brady Landstad coming in lane 1 in third place, right ahead of Aiden Fries. So Osseo takes all 3 spots in the 100-yard freestyle varsity. Some good swimming by Osseo there. So now we're going to be on to the boys' 500-yard freestyle. There's not going to be a junior varsity 100-yard freestyle. It's just varsity for this race. Maple Grove will be in lanes 1, 2, 4, and 6 with Luke Martin, Garrett DeLoze, Logan Sear, and Andrew Solberg. In lane 3 and 5 for Osseo will be Brock Wayham and Jonathan Samero.
Results for event 14, boys 100-yard freestyle varsity. First place, lane 3. Second place, lane 2. Third place, lane 4. Fourth place, lane 1. Fifth place, lane 2. Sixth place, lane 6. Event 16, boys 500-yard freestyle varsity.
Have to pause while the judge is giving some instruction to the lane counters. The 500 is 20 lengths of the pool. So each swimmer has a lane counter at the end who keeps their lengths counted, just to let the swimmer know how much they've got left. You can imagine swimming 20 lengths, you probably lose track. So again, in lane 1, Luke Martin. Lane 2, Garrett DeLoze. Lane 3, Brock Wham of Osseo. Lane 4, Logan Sear, Maple Grove. Lane 5, Jonathan Samero of Osseo, and Andrew Solberg, lane 6 for Maple Grove. So good lead for Logan in lane 4. And Garrett and Andrew are touching at second place almost exactly. A lot of times these lane counters at the end will not only count their lanes for them, but use the counter to signal them where they are in their times or where their opponents are in other lanes. We'll do that by shaking the sign or moving it up and down. It's hard to do this race without a helper. Logan's cruising along in lane 4. We're 6 lengths in. Looks like second place at the moment belongs to Garrett in lane 2. But it gets hard to keep track after a while with this race being so many lengths. Logan touches it halfway through. It's 10 lengths in and still out to a strong lead. Looks like Garrett is still the next closest swimmer in lane 2. Three-quarters through the race for Logan in lane 4. He's built a strong 2-length lead. This should be an easy win for him at this point. Still Garrett Delos in lane 2 for second place. Looks like Luke Martin and Brock Wham in lanes 1 and 3 for Osseo, or for Maple Grove and Osseo are battling it out here. This is going to be the bell lap for Logan. He has 2 lengths left. So Logan's going to touch for his final 25. And he is going to cruise easily to a win here, taking first for Maple Grove in this Varsity 500. Pardon me, but I can't really tell at this point who's in second. I think it's Garrett in lane 2. And perhaps Luke in lane 1 in third place. Although, no, he looks to be right behind Brock Wham of Osseo in lane 3. William will touch first in lane 3. So Luke Martin's going to have to really pour it on to catch him here. He's trying to make up the distance here. Garrett has touched to take second place in lane 2. Brock's going to hang on for Osseo to get them third place here. Luke Martin comes in fourth in lane 1. Andrew Sauber comes in at fifth place in lane 6. And we'll just wait for Jonathan Samaro to finish up here in lane 5. Should have a score again for you fairly quickly here. Our next race is going to be next race here will be the 200-yard freestyle relay, junior varsity. This will just be Maple Grove in lanes 2, 4, and 6.
First place lane 4. In second place lane 2. Third place lane 3. Fourth place lane 4. Fifth place lane 6. Sixth place lane 5.
Our current score right now is Maple Grove 62 and Osseo 42. So for Maple Grove in lane 2 will be Adam Munnicky, Brady Kuklak, Bentley Craig, and Daniel Shear in lane 2. Lane 4 is Jonathan Gleniani, Luke Martin, Nick Bauer, Benjamin West. And in lane 6, Lucas Rasky, Blake Wandersee, Caden Whitwer, and Landon Locker.
In lane 2 for Maple Grove, Adam, Brady, Bentley, and Daniel.
Okay, I've updated the score again. It's 74-46. Maple Grove.
In lane 6 for Maple Grove, Lucas, Blake, Caden, and Landon.
So it looks like right now Jonathan's out to the lead in lane 4, but he's just barely ahead of Adam Munnicky. So Jonathan touches, and Luke Martin's in the water, and then Brady Kuklak in lane 2 is right behind him. Second swimmers are coming in. That'll be Luke Martin in lane 4, slightly ahead of Brady Kuklak in lane 2. So as Luke touches, Nick Bowers in the water, followed close by Bentley Craig. Bentley swimming hard. Nick's going to try and hold him off here. Nick is ahead at the turn. Good quick turn for Bentley, though. He's pushing Nick pretty hard. Second swimmer, Blake Wandersee in lane 6, touches, and then Caden Whitwer is in. Lane 4's anchor leg of Ben West is in the water, followed quickly by Daniel Shear in lane 2. But it looks like Ben West has just got a bigger lead than Daniel's going to be able to catch up with. Out by about 2 body lengths. And Ben West will take first place in lane 4. And he's followed by Daniel Shear in lane 2. Last swimmer in lane 6, Landon Locker, is in the water. And he will finish out this heat of the 200-yard junior varsity freestyle. So we'll go on to the 200-yard varsity freestyle after this. That will be all 6 lanes, Osseo in the odd lanes, Maple Grove and even. So as Landon comes into touch here to finish up the junior varsity 200-yard freestyle. For the varsity, we'll have in lane 1 for Osseo, Marshall Clegg, Nathan Dobko, Ryan Everett, Mason Johnson. In lane 3, Brendan Collins, Brady Landstad, Mason Krings, and Alex Kozel. Then Alex Creek, Brennan Horball, Peyton Farenbruch, and Chaz Jordan finish out the lanes for Osseo. And Maple Grove in 2, 4, and 6 are Connor Elfstrand, Lucas Baker, Eris Liu, Rodrigo Rodriguez, Aiden Fries, Jeffrey Norvald, Thomas Botkin, Logan Sear, then Logan Fisher, Jacob Engler, Paul Wild, and Mark Altman. Osseo makes a couple of quick changes to one of their relay teams, so we might have kids out of order on that one. And they're off.
Lane 1 for Osseo. Nathan, Marshall,
This lane
Eric.
3 team for Osseo has
Lane 2 for Maple
got 3 of
Grove.
their strongest swimmers on it.
Alex, Rodriguez.
And they touch first in lane 3.
Brendan, Brady.
So
Lane
that's
6.
Brendan Collins. He's being chased in lanes 2 and 4 by Connor Elfstrand and Aiden Fries.
5 for Osseo.
Brady Landstad's in the water in lane 3, but he's followed closely by Lucas Baker in 2 and Jeffrey Nordvold in 4. But Landstad's maintaining the lead, maybe even adding about half a body length. So this will be Mason Krings in the water, followed by Thomas Botkin and then Eris Liu. Botkin has made up the difference. Looks like he has pulled into first place in lane 4. Botkin and Krings slugging it out. They are about even slight edge to Botkin, but a great start on the anchor leg for Alex Kozel in lane 3. Can he hold off Logan Sear in lane 4? It's going to be close. They are neck and neck, Kozel and Sear. Looks like Sear is going to pull this one out for first place in lane 4 for Maple Grove. Second place goes to Osseo in lane 3, and third place goes to Maple Grove in lane 2. Fourth place also to Maple Grove in lane 6. And then we're waiting for Chaz Jordan to finish up in lane 5 here. That's fifth place for Osseo. With their last swimmer in the water, Mason Johnson in lane 1. Oh, sorry, Mason Johnson now is in the water. Sometimes a lot of these Osseo's lane 1 team includes 3 7th graders. And a lot of these younger kids, they haven't swam competitively before this, and so they struggle a little bit, but it's great to see them just get out there and just do it and improve over the years. Mason here is really going at it in lane 1, swimming hard. It's good to see, and it's great to see all these other swimmers encourage the younger guys. It keeps them coming back and build stronger programs. So now we're going to go on to our 18th event, the 200-yard freestyle varsity. So 6 lanes again, Osseo in the odd lanes, 1, 3, and 5. That's Marshall Clegg in lane 1, Nathan Dobko, Everett Ryan, and Mason Johnson. Sorry, I got that wrong.
Results for event 18, boys 200-yard freestyle relay varsity. First place, lane 4.
We're on to the 100-yard backstroke junior varsity.
5th place, lane 5. 6th place, lane 1. Event 19.
So this will be 4 lanes, all Maple Grove, 100-yard junior varsity backstroke. Adam Munneke in lane 1, Lucas Rasky in 2, Grady Clark in 3, and Mateo Vadya in lane 4. So I think 4 and 6 might be changed. Yep, they are. Grady Clark is in lane 6.
In lane 2, we have Lucas.
With Mateo is in lane 4.
We have Mateo. In lane 6, we have Grady.
Grady looks like he's out to the lead in lane 6. Second place right now appears to be Adam Munneke in lane 1. Adam had a little trouble on the turn there. So Lucas Rasky in 2 and Mateo have pulled ahead of him slightly. Grady makes his turn in lane 6. Out to a strong lead. Good turn by Mateo in lane 4 to maintain a hold on second place. Lucas Rasky is coming along in lane 2 and 3rd, and that's Adam Munike in lane 1 and 4th. Grady's coming down for his last length here. He's going to take this race. Again, the 100-yard junior varsity backstroke. And Grady will touch in first place in lane 6 for Maple Grove. Again, all 4 lanes are Maple Grove here. Second place is going to go to Mateo in lane 6. Lucas Rasky, 3rd place in lane 2. And Adam Munike, 4th place in lane 1. So now we're on to the varsity 100-meter backstroke, 100-yard backstroke, sorry.
Second place, lane 4. Third place, lane 2. Fourth place, lane 1. Next event is event 20, boys 100-yard backstroke.
So this will be odd lanes for Osseo again. That's Chaz Jordan in 1, Alex Kozel in 3, and Jonathan Samero in 5. Maple Grove's got Mark Altman in 2, Alex Pickens in 4, and Jeffrey Nordvold in 6. Varsity 100-yard backstroke. Good start for Nordvold in 6. He's out to a quick lead. Looks like the second place right now is between lane 3 and 5, which is Kozel and Pickens. A good turn. Looks like Kozel might have even slid into first place here. He does, actually. Slightly ahead of Jeff Norvold and Alex Pickens, but Norvold has a great turn. And he's back out in front again. Alex Pickens has faded a little from fight for second place, but he looks to be trying to make that up here. So this one's going to be down to Nordvold in 6 and Kozel in lane 3. Looks like Kozel's opened a pretty decent lead, but Alex Pickens has come charging in. He might take second here. So Kozel for Osseo in lane 3 takes first. Pickens does indeed slide into second place in lane 4. And Jeff Norvold takes third in lane 6. Mark Altman comes in 4th in lane 2. With Jonathan Samara of Osseo in 5th place in lane 5. And rounding out the field is Chaz Jordan of Osseo in lane 1. So that was the boys' 100-yard backstroke for varsity. So we're going to be on to the junior varsity 100-yard backstroke.
20, boys 100-yard backstroke varsity. First place, lane 3. Second place, lane 4.
Sorry, breaststroke.
Third place, lane 6. Fourth place, lane 2. Fifth place, lane 5. Sixth place, lane 1.
So this will be all Maple Grove, lanes 1, 2, 4, and 6.
Boys 100-yard breaststroke, junior varsity.
This is 100-yard breaststroke. David Fuchs, Jonathan Gliniani, Zach Ruhr, and Ben West. Our updated score right now is Maple Grove 93, Osseo 57.
In lane 1 for Maple Grove, we have David. In lane 2 for Maple Grove, we have Jonathan.
Again, 94 being the magic number to end the meet.
6 for Maple Grove, we have Benjamin.
Zach Ruhr is going to be in first place. The turn here in lane 4. But Gliniani is pushing him hard in lane 2. Zach's breaststroke is pretty strong, though. He's pushing out to a bigger lead. He does turn in first again at the 50. Jonathan's right behind him, though. And then Ben West in lane 6. Zach's building on that lead in lane 4. He's at the turn for the final leg here. He's got a 2-length lead on Gliniani. Barring some catastrophic failure here, Zach's going to touch in first in lane 4. He does indeed. Gliniani is going to finish second in lane 2. Ben West in lane 6 is going to touch in at third. And then we'll wait for David Fuchs in lane 1 to finish out. David's a 7th grader. Again, good to see these kids in 7th grade pushing hard in these races.
Results for event 21, boys 100-yard breaststroke team Varsity.
So now we're going to go on to the 100-yard breaststroke for Varsity.
Third place, lane 6.
This will be 6 lanes again. Osseo in the odd lanes. Again, lane 1 is the farthest from the camera. It'll be Mason Johnson in 1, Alex Creek in 3, and Brennan Horble in 5 for Osseo. Connor Elfstrand in 2, Logan Sear in 4, and Andrew Sahlberg in 6 for Maple Grove. And it is indeed Sear, Elfstrand, and Sahlberg in the first 3 spots for this race. Logan Sear will touch first in lane 4. Second place right now looks to be Elfstrand with a slight lead over Sahlberg in 6. Sear is ahead at the 50 mark. Elfstrand touches, and so does Sahlberg. It looks like about a 1 body length lead for Elfstrand, but Sahlberg's pushing him hard for second place. Logan Sear touches in 4 for the final leg here. This should be his race fairly easily at this point. Connor Elfstrand pours it on pretty hard. He's going to take second place by a considerable amount. And then Sahlberg will finish out in third in lane 6 for a clean sweep for Maple Grove in the varsity breaststroke. With 94 being the magic number and Maple Grove already having 93 for the last race, that should take the meat at this point for Maple Grove. But we still have the 400-yard freestyle relay, both JV and varsity, to come up here. All right, so here we go with the 400-yard freestyle junior varsity relay. This will be 3 lanes of Maple Grove, 2, 4, and 6. Jacob Engler, Bentley Craig, Daniel Shear, and Logan Tabor in 2. Mateo Vidya, Grady Clark, Advit Deepak, David Fuchs in lane 4. Jeremy Kelly, Oliver Timothy, Rowan Layton, Dean Yoshi in lane 6.
Results for boys 100-yard breaststroke varsity. First place, lane 4. Second place, lane 2. Third place, lane 6. Fourth place, lane 5. Fifth place, lane 3. Sixth place, lane 1. Next event is event 23, boys 400-yard freestyle relay junior varsity. In lane 2 for Maple Grove, we have Jacob, Bentley, Daniel, Logan. In lane 4 for Maple Grove.
So it's a good start for Jacob Engler in lane 2. He's out to a good strong lead, followed by Mateo in lane 4. So we've got 93.70 for a score right now. That'll probably be updated soon after this last race, with Maple Grove taking all 3 spaces. Jacobs built a almost full-length lead in lane 2. That would be Mateo in lane 4 in second place, and Jeremy Kelly in lane 6 and third here. So Jacob touches in lane 2 out of the water, and then it's Bentley Craig in. Second swimmer in lane 4 here is Grady Clark. He'll be entering the water shortly. There he goes. See if he can make up some distance on Bentley here. Grady swimming good and strong in lane 4. Jeremy Kelly touches in lane 6, so it'll be Oliver Timothy in. Bentley Craig's trying to hang on to that lead in lane 2. But Grady's pushing him pretty hard. He's making up a lot of distance. That was a full-length lead at one point, and it is down to about 5 body lengths. Grady's really making up a lot here. So next in the water in lane 2 is going to be Daniel Shear, and he's in. And Advit Deepak is in lane 4, and Grady made up almost all of that distance because Advit now with a good start has taken first place in lane 4. So that's some great swimming by Grady in lane 4 there to start off, or to as a second swimmer. So Advit and Daniel are pretty close. Advit makes a great turn to keep about a full length on. Third swimmer in lane 6 is Rowan Layton. He's in. Advent makes another nice turn, but so does Daniel. So they're both going to try and bring it home for their anchor guys. Lane 2, the anchor man is going to be Logan Tabor. He is in the water. He is just ahead of David Fuchs. Logan still in the lead with his turn in lane 2. Long distance underwater. He's got this one pretty well locked up. And he will maintain a lead of about 3 body lengths over Fuchs in lane 4. Dean Yoshi hits the water as the last swimmer in lane 6 for his team. Logan should cruise here. He's got a half length or a half pool length lead. And he will indeed touch in first. So first place goes to the team of Engler, Craig, Shear, and Tabor in lane 2, followed by Vidaya, Clark, Deepak, and Fuchs in lane 4. And we will wait for Dean Yoshi to finish up in lane 6 here for third place in the 400-yard freestyle relay for JV, which will then bring us to our last event of the night, which is the 400-yard freestyle relay varsity. And Dia touches in officially for third place there. So now we go on to the final race, the 400-yard freestyle relay. This will be Maple Grove in lanes 2, 4, and 6 with Lucas Baker, Eris Liu, George Fisher, and Alex Pickens. Garrett DeLoze, Rodrigo Rodriguez, Gabriel Jimenez, Thomas Bakken, Andrew Solberg, PJ Wild, Zach Ruhr, and Mark Altman. Osseo's teams will be in 3 and 5. Chaz Jordan, Jonathan Samero, Peyton Farenbrush, and Brock Weam. Nathan Dobko, Everett Ryan, Mason Johnson, and Marshall Clegg in lane 5. Good start for both Garrett and Andrew in lanes 4 and 6. Again, this is the last race of the night, the Varsity 400 relay. Lucas Baker of Maple Grove has taken first in lane 2. He's going to be followed by Garrett DeLoze in lane 4 for third place, and Andrew Solberg is chugging along in third in lane 6. Maple Grove out to a strong lead in all 3 spots. So Lucas is going to hand off to Eris Liu in lane 2. Eris is in the water. Then we will see Rodrigo in lane 4. He's in the water. Followed by PJ Wild in lane 6 for Maple Grove. Eris is trying to build on the lead. Rodrigo's chasing him pretty good, though, here. Eris should maintain that second spot here, halfway through his turn. Rodrigo's making up some ground, though. PJ is coming along in lane 3. Rodrigo still pushing hard to catch Eris here. He's made up a lot of ground. He is going to pull ahead and put lane 4 in first place. Great swimming by Rodrigo. Puts Gabe Jimenez in the water ahead of George Fisher. So Gabe Jimenez in 4, George Fisher in 2. Zach Ruhr, third swimmer for Maple Grove, hits the water in lane 6. Very slight lead to Gabe in lane 4 over George. It's about a body length. Good turn for both swimmers. Doesn't change Gabe's lead, though. Gabe makes the turn for his last length in lane 4. George is still right there, about a length behind. Body length behind. Final swimmer in lane 4 is Thomas Botkin. He's in the water. Alex Pickens, lane 2, is in the water. Zach Ruhr is going to touch in. The last swimmer in lane 6 is Mark Altman. He's in the water. Down to the last 25 here. Watkins built a big lead, half a pool length. Should give lane 4 first place without much problem here. Mark Altman in third place in lane 6. He's not going to take second place, but he is making up a lot of ground. So Maple Grove will touch in second place in lane 2 as Alex Pickens hits the wall. And here comes Mark Altman. in lane 6. That'll give Maple Grove a clean sweep in all 3 spots. And there we are. Mark Altman takes 3rd place for Maple Grove in lane 6. Fourth place in lane 3 goes to Osseo. And 5th place, we will wait for Marshall Clegg to finish up his swim. But that will give Maple Grove. Sorry, we're on the 3rd swimmer here in lane 5. You're going to hear everybody cheering pretty hard here as they try and encourage these guys. It's great sportsmanship in swimming. Marshall Clegg is in the water for the last 100 for Osseo in lane 5 of this varsity 400 relay. Clegg's about to touch the wall. That'll give him 50 left. Right now, all swimmers, both Maple Grove and Osseo, are cheering Osseo relay. It's just really great to see that kind of sportsmanship. Everybody cheering for Osseo's last swimmer in the last race today. And when Marshall Clegg touches the wall here, that will give us closure to our final race. So that's our meet for the night. Osseo versus Maple Grove. We'll see if we can get a final score here.
I think we're doing exhibition.
But Maple Grove should take this fairly easily with
93-82.
93-82. That score hasn't changed for Maple Grove here for a while, so regardless.
This is what we have coming up next.
So Maple Grove takes that meet. What we've got coming up next is our Duluth Invitational tomorrow night. Now, we won't be streaming that, but that will be up in Duluth. So all of these guys will head up there tomorrow night, and those races will be held on Saturday. Then we have Andover at Maple Grove on the 12th. We will stream that one. So if you get a chance, look us up on that date, and we'll see you then.